everybody. Y'all are standing back so far. Come on up closer. Come on up closer, so we don't have to holler. Thank you all for being here this morning. This is a very, very significant press conference for the city of Little Rock. I want to thank Director Irma Hendricks and Director Adcock, my colleagues, for being with me today. This announcement is something that's been a long time coming. I, for a long time, have advocated for a program that we're initiating this morning called the AmeriCorps Neighborhood Safety Corps. It's an opportunity to take a wonderful federal program and to see it on a very local basis here and to see it actually transform neighborhoods. We've been working on this for a couple of years now, and I am proud to tell you that we competed nationally to the Corporation for National and Community Service, and we were awarded a direct grant for this program. It began with a dialogue about how we can transform neighborhoods, and that's certainly something that I've been dedicated to, and I know Director Adcock, Director Hendricks, and our board members have all been dedicated to, is how do we improve our neighborhoods? How do we improve the quality of life of our citizens who live in our neighborhoods? And so this program actually gives us an opportunity to put a plan in practice. We did a lot of looking around. We knew that there was a program similar to this up in Detroit, and we went and began to look at how that was run, and we've tweaked that a little bit. We've fashioned it a little bit differently now. We're working very close with our police department in what we call some of our challenged neighborhoods, and you'll see this map up here based on various public safety information, crime information, information about unsafe and vacant houses. We've identified 7 different locations in the city where our AmeriCorps team are going to be working for the better part of a year. I am very proud to tell you we're going to have 30 people, 10 full-time and 20 part-time, who are going to be out on a daily basis working to improve our neighborhoods. And I want to thank, this is a program that's run through the state, so I want to certainly thank our governor, Governor Hutchinson. Senator Bozeman and I have worked on this a long time, and I'm going to be recognizing Congressman Hill as well in just a moment for their efforts and their support of the Corporation for National and Community Service. Just a brief discussion about that. To me, it's one of the most important programs the federal government has. It actually allows us to put people to work here in our city and to really get things done. It is a real shot in the arm, and every budget time they have to go and fight for their money, and we work and we lobby our congressmen and senators to make sure that this program stays in the budget. And I know as we continue to work on that budget, I know we're on a continuing resolution right now, but I'm very hopeful that this kind of program will continue, because these people right here are going to be out here in the streets. They're going to be looking at our streetscapes. They're going to be looking at bushes that need to be cut, houses that need to be painted, trash that's on the street. They're going to be looking at houses that need improvements, and they're going to be making a transformation and a change in the lives of many, many people. Mr. Gregory Wilson, right here. Hi, Gregory.
How you doing?
Is one of those people who's going to be a beneficiary of our AmeriCorps team. The AmeriCorps team is so very, very important, and it's going to help to transform not just an individual home, but to help to transform neighborhoods. And so they're going to be here for the better part of a year, working on 3 specific areas. And let me mention those quickly for you. The first one is intervention and safety. So they'll be doing safety assessments and personalized safety plans for the households that they're working on. They will assist residents in both interior and exterior security gaps. They'll be working with neighbors and bringing neighbors together. They're also going to be looking at the issues of energy efficiency and trying to make those limited dollars that people live on go a lot farther. So they'll be lowering energy costs and consumption. It's going to free up their flexible spending. I want to thank Ron Hughes with Pulaski Tech for his direction and guidance in teaching our team about the issues of energy efficiency and how to go ahead and caulk the leaks and deal with the insulation and all the kind of things that go into making houses more energy efficient. We've done this with a similar program earlier on a part-time basis for 3 months. Some of you are familiar with the NCCC team, which is also another AmeriCorps program. And we've been able to do the energy efficiency piece in the past. And the coincidental benefit of that, not only in terms of saving money and making houses more efficient, is that our teams have oftentimes found gas leaks. In fact, they found 40 gas leaks out of the 50 homes that they did this last summer. So that's very, very important. And the third area they're going to be focusing on, so we're talking about safety, we're talking about energy efficiency, and finally we're going to be talking about housing and neighborhood revitalization. So they'll be doing home repairs, siding, porches, railings. You know, some of you are familiar with the John Q. Wilson broken window theory as it relates to the issues of crime. One broken window leads to a second broken window, which leads to a vacant and unsafe home, which leads to issues of increased crime. Well, they're going to be fixing those broken windows. They're going to be improving these neighborhoods. And I am so very excited that we've got this program here. Our police department and our neighborhood watch programs are going to be aggressively developing neighborhood watch programs. And we're going to be reaching out to our citizens for volunteers. And we hope that these young people are going to be able to spur other people to fix up their homes as well, and to work to really create that neighborhood morale that we know is so very important to improve the quality of life of our citizens. So with that said, I'd like to, as I mentioned, we couldn't do this without the help of the Corporation for National and Community Service, our AmeriCorps program. I'd like to now recognize Congressman French Hill for his comments, please. French?
Thank you, Mayor. Morning. Beautiful day. Glad to be out, Director Adcock, Director Hendricks. Mayor, thanks for letting me come by and add my voice of importance to the work that our cities do, our local areas do, in partnership with our national service programs through funded by the Congress. You know, national service feels natural to me. When I was growing up, I loved scouting and devoted a lot of my youth to volunteering in communities through the scouting movement. As an adult, I've been a Rotarian, so I know the importance of civic engagement and volunteers to help our communities. And one of the catalysts for that effort around the country has been AmeriCorps. And the origins of national service go back to President George H.W. Bush when I worked in the White House staff. 1,000 points of light, where he challenged Americans to engage in volunteer hours. And that was added to by President Clinton by expanding that program and adding the features that we now call AmeriCorps. And in our schools, in our neighborhoods, you see the good works across our country by those who have given their time to national service. So I want to thank the mayor for trying to use these funds that are allocated to Little Rock through the state in a way that benefits our citizens in the best possible way. For me, this is at the heart of your strategy to make our city a safer place. And I really appreciate your leadership and that of the city board and our police department in creating confidence in our neighborhoods that we're going to have a safe city for our families to thrive in. And I really appreciate the efforts of our city board. And there's no doubt that this small contribution that AmeriCorps makes across the country and right here in Little Rock is an important one of those components. So thanks for letting me say hello and congratulate all these folks that are going to help make our neighborhoods a better place in Little Rock. Thanks.
Thank you, Congressman Hill. Let me now ask Will Roark, the director of our AmeriCorps Arkansas program, for his comments. Will?
Thank you, sir. You pronounced my last name correct. It doesn't happen very often. What a blessed.
My name, you have to work on it.
What a blessed day to be here. It's a beautiful day. It's sunny. Everybody's ready to go. I want to thank everyone for being here. To me, the most important thing to remember is let's not forget our members. These members are the most important tool in making our communities stronger and safer. They truly are getting things done for AmeriCorps. Today in Arkansas, there are over 400 members serving in their communities. This year alone, the economic impact in Arkansas is over $3.5 million, and at least $1.3 million in education awards will be earned by our members. I want a special thank you to the mayor for his vision, and thank you to Congressman Hill and the other elected officials for their support. Also want to thank our City of Little Rock policemen and women who are ensuring the safety of our members and their communities. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Will. Let me mention that we anticipate that we're going to be able to do a minimum of 100 homes under this program annually, and I should mention that assuming we meet our targets, this is going to be a 3-year program. So this is not just a one-shot deal. We're going to hopefully do the job, do it right, and we're going to be back for 3 years successively doing this. To tell you a little bit more about the details and about the team, our AmeriCorps team, I want to introduce Victor Turner, the director of our Housing and Neighborhood Programs Department. Victor?
Thank you, Mayor. First, I want to introduce the person that's going to be leading the group of AmeriCorps people. He kind of works behind the scenes, but he has been really a blessing to our department, and he has got us to this point, Mr. Harry Neal. Harry has been working with DHS and providing all the reports, and he's been hiring the people. He's been out in the field helping train. We have 15 members right now. We have 15 more to hire. Their job will be to work closely with LRPD and our department. They'll be doing weatherization. They'll be doing training with neighborhood groups. Our entire department, Housing Neighborhood Programs, will be contributing to the effort. So we feel that it'll be a holistic approach. We'll be involved in the neighborhoods, have an impact in the neighborhoods, and we just think crime will go down as a result of that. The city is matching money with the federal government, over $440,000 annually that we'll be utilizing for this program. The members currently are getting trained on energy efficiency. We will have training in November on safety assessments. So they'll be doing safety assessments on single-family homes as well as the minor rehab, painting, and energy efficiency. So we're really looking forward to it. We're excited about the opportunity. It gives us an opportunity to show various departments in the city working together. We know the police can't do it all by themselves, and we think this is an excellent opportunity to join forces in reducing crime in Little Rock. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Victor. As you know, we recently announced the program Little Rock for Life with 6 different pillars in it, dealing with the issues of not only stopping the violence, improving our streets and our neighborhoods, and dealing with those issues of blight. We know that if we can improve our neighborhoods, we can get crime reduced. And so this is a very, very important component, and I wanted to mention that. When we announced Little Rock for Life, we talked about this, we said it was coming, and here it is. To tell you a little bit about how we're going to be working with the police department, I'd like to introduce Assistant Chief Alice Folks from the Little Rock Police Department. Chief?
Thanks, Mayor. First of all, I'd like to thank the city, especially Victor Turner, for allowing the police department to be a part of this great opportunity. We also are excited about working with AmeriCorps. To give you a little background, the police department tried to look at the city as a whole, identify certain areas of single-family housing that had higher than normal averages in burglary rates. We tried to kind of couple those together. That helped us form our 7 target areas that we are going to be focusing on with neighborhood housing and AmeriCorps. That's actually going to be 3,358 single-family houses that will be in those target areas that we will get an opportunity to help and work on with. Our COPP officers will be out with AmeriCorps and with neighborhood housing during these operations, and we will also be able to be trained in safety assessment, but you're going to see us out trying to get involved with the community, try to get the neighbors out, get our neighborhood watch programs back on track. That is really an indicator of a good crime deterrent when we can get a good footprint in the neighborhood with crime watches. So our crime watch coordinator, she's going to be out doing this as well. And again, that's that is mainly going to be our role in this, and we want to play as much of a backup and assist as we can to it, and anything that we could do to strengthen the neighborhood watches or work with your safety assessments, we want to do that. And thank y'all for the opportunity for allowing us to participate.
Thank you very much, Alice. So we're ready to go to work, but you heard Victor say that we've got 15 hired. That means we need 15 more. So I want you to go out there and talk to your friends, talk to people that want a job, want to work for the city, want to be a part of this AmeriCorps program. It's a tremendous program, and let me mention one of the side benefits of investing in this. First of all, they get paid a stipend. They don't get paid a whole lot of money, but when they finish, they have an opportunity for they get a $5,000 scholarship, basically, to go to a school or a college that they want to go to in the future. And so it's a very, very great program that has some tremendous incentives for these young people as well. So please go spread the word. We want to get these other 15 hired just as soon as possible. And I'm very excited because you're going to be seeing a lot of green and a lot of blue, both royal blue and dark blue in your neighborhoods. Thank you all for coming today.